Hello everyone and welcome back to What the Folk in our month of ghosts. Now, if you've ever been to Ludlow, then you've probably been to, or at least heard of, Ludlow Castle. It's where the food festival is held, which is a massive draw. It's where the medieval festival is held, which is one of my personal favourites. And it's also a home to a spectral figure, the ghost of Marion De Bruyere, or Bruyere. Her name was Marion, and she was the lady who lived in the castle in the 1100s. She was the lover of a man named Arnold de Lee. At least that's according to one source that I've found. Most sources leave him unnamed, and he was an enemy to the lord of the castle. But they were young lovers, I would imagine, and wouldn't let a trifling thing like that stand in their way. So often on quiet nights, Marion Le Bruyere would lower a rope from her window and allow him to climb up, and they would have their liaison. But Arnold Lee had other things on his mind other than the young Marion, and one night Arnold betrayed his lover's trust. He let the rope stay by the window and allowed a force of his men, most accounts saying at least 100 knights, to climb up the rope and storm the castle, overthrowing the current lord and taking it for himself. Realising what her lover had done, in a fit of rage, she stole his sword and sliced his throat. And then, with the mounting guilt of what she had just done, the shame, what she allowed to happen, she flung herself from her window to her untimely death. And as ghosts are often those who have unfinished business or some emotional tie, some great pain when they died, something that binds them to this material plane, Marion Le Bruyere does still cling to her spot at Ludlow Castle. Some accounts claim that she meanders just around the bottom of the tower, and some say that at dusk you can see her falling to her death, as it were, from the tower at which she lived. And if you visit on the anniversary of her death, then you can still hear the screams. A bit of a short story for What the Folk. I know Keir did multiple short ones, but I've only got this one tale of Ludlow for you. And I'll see you again next week for What the Folk, and I'll see you again in another 2 weeks to start off a new month. Until then, goodbye.